All right, hi. This is Manny Baines, award-winning film director. But today is not about me. I am here with one of the stars from our upcoming health and wellness documentary film called The Cure: An Inside Job. We are here with Kim Narker. Yay!
Woo!
Kim, how are you? It's been so long. We filmed last summer. How you doing? How's everything going?
I tell you what, I'm truly blessed and thankful to be here, and at, I'm awesome. I can't complain one bit.
And you know what? You're here on your July 4th weekend. I really appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, that shows Kim's commitment and dedication. She is passionate about health and wellness and passionate about helping you improve your wellness and well being that she showed up today. Kim, thank you so much. I mean, how was it doing the filming? How was it? What was your experience like?
I tell you what, it was something that I've never experienced before. So not only the travel to Canada, because I've, not done that, but also the getting there early, hair, makeup, all of the things. I don't know. It was just an experience that I can't explain. Just thoroughly grateful for being able to have this opportunity.
Feels like kind of a blur, right? We kind of sit you down and drill you with questions, but no, Kim, you did such an amazing job. And Kim, why don't you just tell the audience right now a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you're from, just so they can get a better idea of who you are.
Sure, sure. So I am Kim Narker. I am actually a physical therapist assistant that found that physical therapy was not the answer for people and helping them live without limits. I felt like I was limited in what I was able to provide. So I founded the Stretch Mobility Coach and the Stretch Method. And we have learned so much about the human body and the musculoskeletal system and how we really don't have a rating system for what is healthy for the musculoskeletal system. So I help people live a life without limits as a stretch mobility coach. And I'm in Westchester, Ohio, and I have a facility. I'm in my office here. And I not only have three coaches that work with people to get them from where they are to achieving their goals. I also train PTAs nationwide to do the same methodology, and we've had a huge influx of PTAs. So I've been incredibly busy on both sides, but very much
Well,
thankful for being here.
well, you're about to get even more busier because when the film comes out, everybody needs to know what Kim is doing because she is takes a new approach on mobility and stretching, compared to what the traditional avenues are. But Kim, just want to say you did an absolute great job. You're a plethora of knowledge. You're so passionate about health and wellness. Where did this passion come from? Because it really showed in the film. Your energy, your knowledge base. Like, how did your passion for health and wellness begin?
I think it's a God thing. And I know I say that a lot because I feel like I'm just a vessel and God goes, okay, this is where you're going today. This is what you're going to do. So I try to listen and learn. Um, I was introduced to the world of physical therapy early on, and I came from a family who knew, well, I mean, it's a time, not just a family, but the time period, we were not taught health and wellness. We were taught eat whatever you want to. I'm from the South, so you eat a big meal, you finish your food on your plate, you go outside and you play, but we knew nothing about exercise. We definitely knew nothing about strengthening. And I have to say, when my ex-sister-in-law said, hey, I looked into physical therapy and I feel like this is probably where you want to be. And when I looked into the program, I thought, oh, this is intriguing to me. And from the first day that I applied for the program, I have eat, slept, and drink physical therapy. And then when I got to a point where I felt like I was constrained and couldn't help people, I started looking into other holistic ways and meeting with other holistic providers. And now we know so much more about the human body that I don't know. I feel like that I came to this earth with this knowledge and I'm meant to, tell everybody about it.
It's amazing. Your passion for this stuff is amazing, and it shines through in the film. I think, you did such a great job. Why do you think people should go check out this film, The Cure? Obviously, it's on how people can heal themselves through natural and holistic methods. But why do you think people should go check out the film?
You know what? We're not taught in society healthy. We are taught through marketing how to utilize, especially in the US, our healthcare system, and we feel like our healthcare system is supposed to answer all of the questions, check all the boxes, and healthcare is supposed to mean we are healthy. What I am finding is that our healthcare system is no different than our car insurance or our homeowner's insurance. We have it for catastrophic events. And thank gosh, if we had a stroke or we had to have surgery, that healthcare system is there for us. But it's not meant for our healthy system and our neuromuscular system. It's not built around that, because we're not dying if we have pain or tightness. We're not dying, immediately if we eat that bad piece of food. So we are inundated with what we should do based on generalized recommendations through our healthcare system. And these generalized standards do not equate to health.
Yeah, I think it's almost like a reactive system, right? Where, okay, if you have something, then we come in and react. Okay, but then what's going on before that, right? What's the preventative stuff? What's the things? Because a lot of people are dealing with chronic pain, right? Like you said, how many people get up and wake up with some sort of tightness in their back or their neck or something? I think that's a lot of people, right? But they just kind of say, oh no, well, that's just how it's supposed to be, or I'm just gonna shrug it off. But it's like, no, what are these acute things that you can address now that could potentially lead to severe things down the road? So, I mean, this awareness of preventative methods, I think, is huge, and it's something that's so underrated.
Yeah, so you guys are really bringing health to the forefront and how to look at your body differently. And I'm thrilled to be a part of that. And I'm thrilled that there's something out there that someone can relate to. And hopefully it'll help someone by providing them hope that they can make change.
Yeah, and I think that that's something that you did, with your particular part in the film, Kim. You actually gave people hope and just, said that there are alternative solutions if you're experiencing, chronic pain, stress, things like that, and providing these avenues that you provide is absolutely amazing, And yeah, holistic health isn't talked about, but from doing this film, I found it was it's almost like a paradigm shift, right, from what's going on to how things could be doing. And you talk about the insurance-based care system, and it's just amazing. We learned so much from you, Kim. I think that you continue to show your passion in what you're doing, and we still doing some of the exercise that you showed us in the interview, so we're still applying it. Like, I'm at the sink, like bending down. So she really is a plethora of knowledge, Kim. So and you did an amazing job in the film. So again, holistic health, like, why is it holistic health important to you, Kim?
So when I look at holistic health, I look at the components as they relate to pain and tightness, of course. Now, we've gotten red light therapy into our clinic, so I look now at a cellular level. And what we are finding in research, because there's not a lot of research out there, and I'm talking about the most current research, is as we age, if we just look as age as a predictor of health concern, every year we lose muscle mass. Every year we lose muscle mass. And then from the loss of that muscle mass, it starts a systemic effect in the entire body. So you're talking that skeletal muscle mass loss turns on a system that affects our brain, leads to dementia and Alzheimer's. It affects our organs. It grows visceral fat. It affects our hormones, our digestive tract, the health of our heart, our bone health. Holistic health is really looking at every part of the body and then understanding every single part and how it works, and then educating our consumers on what they can do today and what is going to have to be done in the long term. It's not a fast system.
Yeah, I think that everybody expects a quick fix, right? Well, it's like, no, you've done XYZ habits for years and years. It can't be overdone overnight, but it does require a bit of discipline and a system set up consistently to see results, right?
Here's the thing. I feel like as a society, we say that you're doing this wrong. You need to do it this way. And we can't be that in its behavior. And those are components of it. But I feel like things are happening in the body that we're unaware of. And until you break that cycle and stop that from happening, so that's like plugging and unplugging things that so your body reroutes and makes changes because it's miraculous. Until we unplug the bad and plug the good back in, you really can't make those changes because no matter what you do, you feel like you're hitting your head on a wall.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, it's reprogramming like anything else, right? But I think you said a good thing in the interview that like most surgeries based on like what you do and what you found is that like most musculoskeletal surgeries can actually be prevented, which was really amazing. Because how many people do we see in the United States and Canada have to go through hip surgeries, low back surgeries, all of these things, which just creates more, tension and scar tissue and is going to create more acidity in the body. Kim actually has a system where she can show you so you never have to go to surgery. I think you said it was like a large percentage of surgeries can be avoided. That's huge. Wow.
Yeah. So when we're talking about total hip replacements, total knee replacements, shoulder replacements, rotator cuff tears, labral tears, those sort of things that stem from arthritis are all reversible. If you find out where the damage is and you stop that process, you can actually reverse it and restore it.
Wow, you can reverse arthritis.
So,
Wow.
so through holistic measures, but it's not going to be through a pill.
No, no. You want it done like naturally, right? Now, a pill is not going to doesn't cure the arthritis, correct? It would just take the pain away.
Correct. So you're turning off that pain response. But if you can take a person who has arthritis currently that is out of control and you can go to the areas where the arthritis is growing, what I have found is where the joint is that goes into the joint capsule, that's where the arthritis grows. And so if you go and unlock that and then you reverse that system, you can actually take that degeneration and decrease the progression that leads towards surgery.
Yes, amazing,
Mm-hmm.
amazing. Well, I think it's necessary, with our technology and the way society is. A lot of people are experiencing this pain, and again, we don't. Why would you want to turn to a drug? Because yeah, it gives you that quick fix, but then what's the side effect of that? If you're not getting to the root cause, you're just masking something. It's like sweeping something under a rug. It's still there, and it's going to fester up over time. Why not get to the root cause, right?
Because
And
we're
so,
not taught. And this movie is going to bring that awareness to people to better understand, you know, you have to look at your body differently and not in just one way. You have to look at what you put in your mouth. You have to look at your stress level. You have to look at your sleep patterns. You have to look at how you're moving. There's so many moving things that we have to understand as human beings. Practitioners like us that are in this movie are needed because, you know, people have to come to us for guidance, and we're already the expert in what we do. So seeking care from an expert is going to give you real results that can be lasting, real changes.
yeah, I love what you said. We got to look at everything, right? Not just one thing. I think if you go to a traditional practitioner, they're going to just isolate your one issue, but not say, okay, well, they may treat one thing, but then it may affect something else. It's looking at the whole body and the whole person, because essentially that's what you are. You're a whole person. You're not just one particular thing. And so I think it's so, so important. I think you talked a little bit about like, how you were raised. Were you raised in like a healthy family, or like where did you develop these health habits from, or was this something you did after?
So I was raised in the country, and my family comes from agricultural on my dad's side. So they were very much our history on my dad's side of the family goes way back to the 1700s. But even during the Depression, my family was there making butter and had meats from farms, and great 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 grandma was making jellies and all of that stuff. So I wouldn't say all of that was healthy. However, it was as organic as it can be because it was from the earth and from homemade stuff without any preservatives, which is a lot of our problems now. But it wasn't less sugar. But family came from that. And then my dad we were raised on a farm, not a farm, but we had a huge garden. So, you know, for us, we had a meat and a starch, but most of our plate was vegetables.
Oh,
So
wow.
we didn't eat out in fast food until I was probably close to in high school. And then when I did, it didn't taste good. Now I don't eat it at all. So really I was only subjected to bad preservative type food later in life when, I was like, well, I'm not going to eat that. I'm going to go to McDonald's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not
yeah, yeah, yeah. But you had a good foundation as a child, right? Not like kids today. Yeah, I can't believe some kids today, right? What they're given before the age of 5 or 6. So you had that good foundation to kind of
correct.
build those good habits at a young age.
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
amazing,
Hmm.
amazing. So what is, obviously like you're doing the stretch mobility stuff now. Like what is your goal and vision for the holistic health? Where do you want to see it go in the future? Because you're part of this movement now. Where would you like to see it go in the future?
So I want us to better understand what our bodies are doing because I feel like our bodies are miraculous and our bodies do things and turn things off and change things and alter things based on what we want to be able to do. So we want to wake up at a certain time. We have an expectation that we get out of bed, that we can go into the restroom. We want to do this during our day and we have all of these activities planned. So I want holistic health to really encompass the whole body and really educate our society on different aspects, not only just from an energy level, but from a cellular level, from an organ level, from the nervous system level, from the musculoskeletal level, from the brain level. Like each component, we really need to educate society on what real truth is and what is harmful, what is helpful for our body. And we really need to put it in a way that um, is helpful and fits into someone's lifestyle.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's
We
not a
can't
one
make it
size
so
fits all.
hard and so far away.
Yes, yes. Plus, this one size fits all model approach it's not feasible because every person is different, every situation is different. No two bodies are the same, and so I think there has to be more, personalized care. I think you said in the interview. So a lot of that stuff is very, very, very important, Kim. Again, so the title of the film is called "The Cure: An Inside Job." What do you think of the name, and why do you think that's important for people to be their own cure in a way, right?
Well, again, everything I go back to now with that skeletal muscle loss, just in aging process, we go down to the cell, and that occurs at the cellular level. So the cure and inside, it takes me straight to the cell and energy and our system and our entire body and how we have to be in tune with what's going on so that we can make direct choices that make a change in a healthy way.
Yeah, our body talks to us, right? Maybe we may not hear it all the time, but it's going to give you a sign or something. So the more that you're in tune with yourself, I think the more that you're able to recognize those situations and symptoms when they come up. But let's just look at what's the placebo effect, right? You give somebody a pill with nothing in it, and then a pill with the actual solution in it, and the two people recover the same, right? So it's not only that you have the ability, we definitely have the ability to heal ourselves, but I think why I also wanted to call it the cure is that it's up to people to get the knowledge themselves and not be so trusting in an external source. Of course we look to people for advice, but ultimately I feel like nowadays, how important is it for people to be their own practitioner, Kim, and seek their own knowledge and advice?
Awareness. I feel like
Mhm.
it starts with awareness, awareness of your surroundings, awareness of your body, really being connected to your environment. And we have to pull in to better understand our body, but we also have to pull in um, to be connected. And I feel like a lot of us don't know what we're connected with. We're just busy, 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 or we're up here all the time. And I feel like quieting this and connecting is a huge component of that. So we need for many people to be able to turn this off and understand how to connect to themselves. And we have to teach awareness on how to do that. And people don't do that until they've had some type of traumatic event.
Right. Why is it that we have to wait until something bad has happened to then react? Why not be on the proactive side and prevent? But I like what you said, taking that time to disconnect. Like you were talking about unplugging earlier. I feel like we need to sometimes unplug, shut out all the noise so we can get quiet within. And, we got our own internal guidance system that's going to show us kind of the way. That's intuition, that's inner guidance. And I think a lot of people, need to be in touch with that nowadays, especially because of our busy society. But that's what I want people to do, is to, become their own practitioner. I think we uncovered a lot of truths, a lot of things in this film, thanks to you. You guys help your amazing wisdom. And I feel that people, the system itself, there could even be some more like collaboration within the practitioners, right? Or, within different people in the medical health field. And it's just amazing to see like the gaps that come up. But at the end of the day, you have to take your health and wellness in your own hands, right, Kim? Like nobody's going to do it for you. Is that correct?
It's correct, but I think we still have some growth to do. Just like you mentioned, that the providers need to connect more, and really. So I think there's a lot of misinformation out there, and we teach people that what we know is going to fix them totally. I think there's an awareness on the consumer side, but there's also awareness on the practitioner side that not one thing is going to heal the entire body. There was a great commercial or something on social where somebody said healing is like a glass full of, I think they had pop filled up in this glass, and it was a dark color, cola color, and they put it under the spigot with water pouring, and it didn't go clear for minutes. Like you're pouring all of that in and it didn't get clear. So I feel like marketing has given us some words of what healing is, and we're using I heal you naturally and I can fix you and I get to the root cause. So it's very confusing to the consumer. We all need to be honest, authentic. We need to know the connections ourselves, and you need to find those experts that know those connections so that you can be connected to the other experts, because again, we're only one component and there are many components of the human body.
Yeah, I like that. Saying that, connect to our authentic self. And Kim, you are as authentic as it gets, and I think that, it takes that, no ego. It takes that to just be like, hey, you know what? Like I can give you this solution, but, in terms of if you need help with like your diet or something else, I may not have the answer, but you know what? I'm going to plug you into somebody that has the answer. And, not saying that I can fix everything, but be able to provide and refer people and give them all the tools they need to succeed, I think is amazing. Because you're right. Some practitioners might not do that. They might just say, oh, I can fix that. Here, take this, but not have that, team of people to refer people to. So that's absolutely amazing, Kim.
Yeah. I think there's a lot we can learn in future years.
Yeah. But, we loved your energy, your passion. Again, she did such a good job, Kim. Where can people find you if they want to get in touch with you? I know they're going to watch the film, but they can just find you on Facebook.
I am on Facebook. I'm at Kimberly McAllister Nartker on Facebook. On Instagram, I'm Kim Nartker. I have a YouTube channel, Kim Nartker. I have YouTube, The Stretch Mobility Coach. And I have Facebook and Instagram with that. I am writing a book right now about the neuromuscular system, and I'm just about to have a published co-authored book on red light therapy. So find me those areas, but also my website, thestretchmobilitycoach.com.
Well, we'll post that. And again, check her out in the film Cure. We don't want to give too many nuggets away because Kim shares some amazing information in the film. She's a plethora of knowledge, not just on musculoskeletal, but on holistic health in general. Kim, you are such an inspiration to the world. Thank you so much for taking part in this global healing movement. I can't wait for the world to hear your message, and I can't wait for you to already have more impact than you're already doing and have more success in your practice, because you touch on a really important topic right now that most people don't know when it comes to like, mobility and stretching, because most people are actually looking at the traditional methods of like, you have pain, you go to a physical therapist, and then but that's it. But Kim is actually bringing in a whole new solution that causes it's almost like a root cause solution to your chronic pain and illness, and that is absolutely amazing, Kim. How I don't think there's much people doing what you're doing, right? You're
There's
kind of almost in
nobody.
a category alone. There's
Nobody would
nobody.
be as crazy to do what I do.
So anyways, check her out in the film. She's going to share so much amazing knowledge. The Cure launching this summer. Stay tuned. We're going to be posting the film website on where you can get that. We're just getting it up right now, and all of the other marketing promotional things that we got going for this film. Again, it is Kim and 10 other leaders in the health and wellness film, showing you how you can transform your health. This film is going to be truly revolutionary. Kim, thank you so much for taking part in this, and I'll see you at the launch.
Love it. Thank you so much, Manny. Appreciate you very much.